Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. What's going on, everybody? This is a quick improvised video. It's done mainly out of necessity, and this is mainly because recently Israel has decided to annex about 30% of the West Bank. That's approximately a third. For people who don't know what it means for Israel to annex part of the West Bank, that essentially means Israel will kick out, remove forcibly Palestinians off their land, out of their homes, so Israel can take part of the West Bank under its control and build its illegal settlements. These settlements are illegal per UN definition. But of course, Israel does whatever the hell it wants, and it does not care what the rest of the world thinks. Here's a video with more information on this and the history of Israel annexing parts of Palestine.
53 years ago this month, Israel forcibly and violently expelled more than 300,000 Palestinians from their homes, around half of whom were already displaced in 1948, facing displacement not once, but twice. Refugees becoming refugees once again in less than 20 years. This is the Nexa, marking the tragic step back in the Palestinian struggle for freedom, a continuation of the 1948 Nakba, the catastrophe. You might have heard about it as the June 1967 war. 78% of stolen land was not enough, they were hungry for more. The war that lasted 6 days, and by the time it had ended, Israel had occupied East Jerusalem, the West Bank and the Gaza Strip, colonizing the whole of historic Palestine, taking control of the final 22% of Palestine that it wasn't able to capture in 1948. Everything under Israeli control to dictate, every inch of land and water placed at the disposal of the settlers. Israel's complete colonization of Palestine. The ethnic cleansing of Palestinians was ongoing, as it is till this very day. Think about all those families who were divided, think about all those dreams that were blinded, and think about all those hearts that were broken. The damage and loss suffered after the 6-day war. 95% of Palestinians fled to Jordan and some to Lebanon and Syria. About 1 million remained, and in 6 days, Israel had brought more than 1 million Palestinians under its direct control. By the end of 1967, the Palestinian population outside its homeland had more than doubled. Nearly half of all Palestinians were now living in exile. Erasing Palestine and writing the Palestinian people out of the history of their homeland has always been a strategic endeavour for them. Renaming Palestinian places, destroying Palestinian heritage sites and villages, claiming Palestinian culture, speeding up the annexation of Palestinian land, expanding illegal settlements and Israeli-only roads, and marginalising the Arabic language has now continued for over half a century. So there was no end to the 1948 catastrophe, but there was the Nexa, the setback and the continuation. The continuation of apartheid, the continuation of home demolitions, the continuation of land confiscations, the continuation of illegal settlements, the continuation of war crimes, detentions, restrictions, unlawful killings, and still no accountability. Over 50 laws and discriminatory policies that disadvantage Palestinians, and still no accountability, violations upon violations upon violations of international human rights law, and still no accountability. Catastrophes, setbacks, and everyday resistance. Today, Palestinians are once again threatened with another displacement under Israel's annexation plans of the Jordan Valley, as well as illegal West Bank settlements. Exploiting the COVID-19 distraction, Israel planned to carry this out this July. Israel's annexation means eternal domination over the Palestinians, having disastrous implications for Palestinians in the annexed lands and their properties. But we will not stand for the normalisation of human rights abuses, of apartheid policies, and of continuous violations of international law. So we say no to the illegal annexation of stolen Palestinian land. Enough invasion, no to annexation, end the occupation.
So with that being said, I do realize that many people will post videos like these, but then there is no call to action. And many people go like, well, okay, now you make us feel bad by watching this, but what can we do? So what are the next steps? What are things that we as individuals can do? Although there isn't so much that we can do, but every bit counts. Because at the end of the day, individually, we might not be able to do as much, but together in accumulation, then we can make a difference. Here are some things that you can do. Number 1, contact your local MP or your local representatives. Number 2, donate to charities that contribute and help Palestinians. Number 3, sign a petition. I'll have a link to a petition that has been started by Paliroots. I'll have it in the description box below. And number 4, the very least we can do, share this video. The least we can do is spread awareness about this issue. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this video helped educate a few people about what is happening in Palestine, and I hope we can all get together to make a difference. May God have mercy on everyone. Allah yakun fi aun al-jami'. And until next time, assalamu alaikum. Peace be with you.